Race in America. 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 Race has been an issue in this country since its inception. From the times white European settlers came, declared dominance and ownership over an already populated space of land. To secure rights over this territory, European settlers used propaganda and smear campaigns against the Native American inhabitants, claiming them to be godless savages, looking to kill all white men and hoard all the land's riches for their own selfish greed, to manipulate the minds of all of their followers. What came to follow was the biggest genocide of a race the world has ever seen, one which is also the least discussed. While history books teach young children that pilgrims came with turkeys and harmony, the reality is they also came with strategic tactics, using different types of supreme firepower, weapons of rape, blankets of smallpox, all to secure their rightful ownership. And in 2015, those tactics have not changed one goddamn bit. Media has placated stories to the masses with one-sided stories and false accounts, feeding off the fears and emotions of the average person, going for headlines and not facts. And now with social media at the fingertips of every person of all ages, race, and backgrounds, this has brought a new level of information and also misinformation. And today, with irresponsible journalism, ignorant rhetoric, no accountability, racial tensions are worse in this country than ever before. And looking back on this country's history with race and violence, that's a pretty sad fucking statement to make. Every day we are now bombarded with more images than ever and stories of one race attacking another race, stealing from another race, exploiting another race. Our conditioned apathy and short attention spans have led us to simply accept these as realities without question, as what's wrong with our country, not knowing that these smear campaigns are textbook divide and conquer tactics that have been used to manipulate the masses for centuries. In the days of Jim Crow, white slave masters would deliberately cause dissension and conflict amongst their slaves. The result? To keep the large number of slaves at odds with one another, to prevent any thought of unity and uprising against the small numbers in power. Look around you. While you pay attention to the white officer shooting the black teen, black woman standing on the American flag, the mass influx of Hispanic immigrants, the starving homeless military vets, you don't see what is behind it all. The corporate takeover of Main Street, retail giants with some of the worst business ethics, wiping out small business owners, massive chemicals being used in our water and food, children eating Monsanto and GMO-filled products, the increasing militarization of our local police forces, the constant growing surveillance of citizens, the world's most expensive and secure borders paid by your taxes, yet U.S. government officials in cohorts with cartel-owned armies, forces are able to flood the streets with deadly narcotics to feed the world's largest drug-consuming population, to forge billion-dollar empires, all in the name of the American people. Drug-consuming population. All attempts to speak and expose these truths are met with persecution, threats of deportation, death, and media campaigns of character assassination. Democracy, ladies and gentlemen, is a commodity to be bought and sold, just like your Starbucks Venti Caramel Mocha Cheeto, your fucking dollar menu Egg McMuffin, your Forever 21 designer jeans, and your Nike Air Jordans. And you continue to listen to free corporate mainstream radio artists while you watch reality to stars of the same machine that has completely sold you the fuck out. You blog about your favorite puppet politician while having no fucking clue that their presidency and all is a joke. Politicians who bank off your ignorance, convincing you that poor peasant Mexican immigrants are the reason our military vets don't receive benefits. Explain to me how the fuck an undocumented Mexican family searching for opportunity dictates how the administration spends our taxes on returning vets. Well, that's right, they don't. But as long as the administration tells you that the reason you don't have your money is because of that person down the street, you're stupid enough to walk down and blame them instead of realizing that they, the administration, fucked you out of your money in the first place. Juan and Juanita are not to blame. Uncle Sam is the one fucking you over. Uncle Sam is the one fucking you over. And where media has black America playing the race card off white guilt, it's the beautiful 50s all over again. People are now screaming white privilege, violent urban protesters, Black Lives Matter, race-based groups clashing at peaceful rallies. And while y'all are being laughed at by the most powerful gang of all, old, white, powerful government monks. And these groups of impressionable kids being led by paper leaders still haven't learned from past mistakes. Kids watch American Me, American History X, the autobiography of Malcolm X. They watch only the violence and the ignorance which panders to their primitive-based minds. foolishly paraphrasing, quoting lines as justification for their bullshit, failing to remember key things, failing to see that these founders of these groups were imprisoned and even killed by their own gang. Malcolm X left the Nation of Islam after discovering the atrocities of its leader, Elijah Muhammad, and after speaking out, was murdered, not by the white man, but by the Nation of fucking Islam. Are you people really this fucking stupid? The second you think for yourself, your own people will murder you before you presume enemy. It's not about white, black, brown, or yellow. It's about green. Oithi, open your fucking eyes, people. The enemy is not the denim-wearing white man, the black militant, or the Hispanic cholo. The elected officials on Capitol Hill, funded by Wall Street, who are systematically tightening the noose of oppression around our necks, while you blame the next man, that is the enemy. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Go ahead and call me a bleeding heart, conspiracy theorist, disgruntled liberal. You don't know me. I am informed and awake. You don't know the fact that I'm the firstborn American in my biracial family who grew up in a middle-class suburbia avoiding religious persecution from bigoted police officers. This shit is not a secret, people. It's right in your face. Put down the goddamn remote and look for yourself. My name is Poet. I am the son of the revolution. And I am fucking awake. I am fucking awake. I am fucking awake. I am fucking awake. I am fucking awake.